Hi, Bruce Helander with ArtBuzz TV. I'm on beautiful Worth Avenue in Palm Beach at the mighty famous Mark Borghi Gallery, who has a reputation for showing extraordinary examples of 20th and 21st century work. He has an inventory that is second to none on this street. I'm surrounded by de Koonings and Chamberlains and Frank Stella, all great examples. And I'm standing actually beside one of my favorite paintings by one of my favorite painters, William de Kooning. This is a painting that was painted in 1968. It's called East Hampton, which I believe was the area that he lived in, along with Pollock and many other people that started the abstract expressionist movement. In the beginning, these guys were so poor that in fact, in Pollock's case, he was in a barn that was not heated all winter long. So at any rate, I think most people will say that the two most important purely American forms of culture are abstract expressionism and American jazz. And American jazz are abstracted notes, and abstract expressionism is abstract works that don't necessarily have a narrative to them, but with the poetry of the lines, the interaction of the color, and so on and so forth, they become extremely beautiful works. And so when de Kooning was a younger guy, and he like Picasso was a boy genius, he came over from Holland as a stowaway, and made his way to New York and downtown, and was convinced that he was going to be a painter. And as many great artists will tell you, they made themselves with ambition and hard work. And so this is an example of a really, truly great de Kooning painting, and I'm going to ask Mark Borghi, the owner of the gallery, he also has galleries in New York and in the Hamptons, to make a few comments on this. Mark, great to see you.
Nice to see you.
So right next to my favorite picture, do you have any comments that we're going to just say about this picture? It's a sweetheart, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it's from a series that Bill did in '68, as you said, East Hampton. They're all the same size, all done on paper. He all then mounted them to canvas. Sometimes it's a figure, sometimes it's a landscape. I'm not quite sure what he's doing with this particular one. Some people see the figure in it, this being the legs and certain areas. This one is a little bit more pure abstraction for him. Kind of looking forward to those mid-'70s pictures that he did, you know, mid-'70s, those kind of things.
Well, he did have a lot of fun making his pictures, especially the ladies with the lips and the smiling girls and so on.
Yeah, the Marilyn Monroes with the big lips.
And I know that in some cases, if you find a little mark that has some association with it, he was quick to jump on it with a title, which was great. It's good to have serious fun with artwork.
Yeah. I mean, this was painted in East Hampton on Woodbine Road, which is maybe an eighth of a mile from Pollock's studio.
Really?
It's just around the corner, you know, on Springs Fireplace. And they, it's funny, I think when Jackson died, they put a large boulder as a grave marker, and de Kooning stated, "I hope the rock keeps him under there." I mean,
well, Jackson was kind of a crazy guy for a while, you know.
This monumental talent that de Kooning always was chasing.
Yeah.
You know, they would, you know, in 1949, 50, whenever Life was 50, when Life did the magazine article on Pollock, you know, and they all were just in awe of Pollock, you know, and de Kooning.
Well, he started the ball rolling, but I think sooner or later, de Kooning would have eventually had an evolutionary trail where he would have found his way. I think the influence of Pollock certainly was a very
those women paintings, 1950, 51. Those are the ones for de Kooning that kind of, you know. I mean, the MoMA show just blew me away when I saw. I mean, the monumentality of de Kooning is extraordinary. I mean,
well, it was the most extraordinary show that I've ever seen in my life. And I wrote a review for the Huffington Post, and the title was Dutch Boy Paints. And with that, we're on to the next thing. We're here with Mark Borghi on Worth Avenue in Palm Beach, one of the great legendary dealers of this town and, in fact, in America.